In 2007, my husband Dave said to God, "I want to experience the Acts Church." Not long after that, Dave was diagnosed with cancer. We knew that we would need the Acts community in our lives more than ever. We came home from the doctor's office and we were afraid, and I Googled myeloma to find out what it was. And the words that jumped out at me were incurable and 3 years. But I was just scared. I was scared for my kids. I was scared to be a single mom. I was scared of watching Dave suffer and die. And I was just afraid. We went to the Passion Play and we went camping the next day with our small group. We just had a time of praise and confession, and they gathered around us and prayed for us. And I just remember driving home from Drumheller that day and just being filled with peace and joy, just knowing that no matter what happened, it would be okay. We still really believed that he would be healed, but I knew that even if he didn't, it would be okay. I knew that the group would be there praying, that they would be there in practical ways. I knew that they would be crying with us and for us. I knew that God would just be there and would guide us through it every step. I didn't think that it would be easy, but I knew that it would be okay. Dave was feeling better, and we were just experiencing such great closeness with our community and with God. The first summer that Dave was ill, especially, we would get together every week with our small group, and one lady would come home every day from work and lie down on her face and pray for Dave. Every week they would gather around Dave and lay hands on us and pray for us. And it changed us, but it changed them too. The cancer got worse. We had one last shot. After a stem cell transplant with less than 10% chance of success, we had a miracle. The doctors were amazed. 6 weeks later, the cancer came back again. There would not be the miracle that we and others had prayed so hard for. Dave would not be healed. When I knew that the cancer was back and there was no hope, well, there was hope, but there was no hope for healing. I cried. It was awful, it was hard, but I was surrounded by our community. I was surrounded by people that I knew loved me, that I knew would be here for me and my kids. Saturday, he wasn't feeling very well. We had the home care nurse come in. Was pretty much spent Sunday in bed, but was still able to talk to us, sleeping a lot. And then Sunday night, he spent a little bit of time with each of the kids. He blessed them. And that night I stayed up with him a little bit, just wiping his head because he was sweating a lot, trying to rest because I thought it would be a few days at least still. So I was just lying beside him on the bed, and all of a sudden I could tell his heart was beating really fast, and it wasn't normal. And I knew that it was it. And it was very peaceful. And it was awful. So in the days that followed after Dave died, and going through the funeral, the peace was still there. I knew that he was with Jesus. I was annoyed that he was there and I wasn't. But I knew that it would be okay. I knew that God had a purpose for it. I knew that he had been here. He had been with us so much through the whole 3 years. that I knew that he would still be with us. And the group and the community had been with us so much, and I knew that they would still be here. God is real. God is my hope. God is my peace when everything sucks and it's hard and it hurts. He is my peace because he's here with me.